Welcome to the channel. This is Oblivion, and we are here with a Taken by the Tide summoning session, or Summer Banner 2, or super Thicc Thor summoning session, because Thor and Loki look amazing. Let's just, let's not joke about it. Anyways, our goals for this summoning session is to get as many Thor and Lokis as possible. I would like to get the other units as well, especially Lyon. I'm definitely going to try to get one Lyon at least. If I can get one Eirika, one Nifl, I'll be happy, but if I can't, it's not the biggest deal. Either way, our goal is definitely going to be Duo Thorr. So let's go ahead and jump in, and we'll just start pulling some stuff. Okay, we're going to just pull pretty much everything. Once we get a copy, we might stop, other than Duo Thorr. We'll just keep going for them. So I supposedly got some confirmation. I haven't tested it myself, so I'm not 100% sure, but supposedly Duo Thor's Duo skill removes all bonuses. Not just like stat bonuses, but all bonuses. So like, if you have bonus doubler from like Legendary Elowood, that's gone. Triangle attack, Pathfinder from Duo Dagger, just pretty much everything, which is just stupid. That's stupidly powerful. It's ridiculously good, especially in Summoner duels. So if you watch my reaction, I said that she's probably like one step below Duo Crom and Duo Dagger. That's no longer the case. She is now a must pull in my opinion. If you played Summoner duels at all and you want to be kind of competitive, like this unit is going to be necessary pretty much. When it comes to ether rates, I think she's still going to be very, very good and amazing. I don't know if she's a must pull there because ether rates is pretty much like a couple steps easier than Summoner duels. But this unit is insane. Like that's not even counting exposure. We haven't even gotten a chance to like look at that really. I mean, we can look at it on paper and see that it is a powerful effect. Obviously, taking plus 10 damage per hit is really strong, especially with brave weapons, which we just got a whole banner full of. So if you're running around with like, Summer Dimitri hitting a unit with exposure, he's getting plus 20 damage, and that's not even counting the damage from atrocity. So it can get really stupid really quick. Okay. Either way, yeah. So they look like a stupid unit, stupidly powerful, super amazing. Definitely going to be one of the best units that came out this year. The funny thing, oh my god, yes, let's go! I talked about them and they showed up. Oh my gosh, look at this art. Like, I feel like whoever drew this art got in trouble and they had to like cover up some of it because it was just like a little too risque for them. Or maybe not, maybe they didn't cover up that much. They knew what they were doing. Plus speed. That's not really that good. So we'll probably go for the neutral. But either way, very, very happy with that. Amazing pool. The other thing, right, is I was thinking about is like CYL next year. Now, obviously, that's still like 6 months away. But like, it's going to be the most competitive. When I say CYL, I didn't mean CYL. I meant a Hero Rises. A Hero Rises next year is going to be stupid, right? Like, think about it. You're going to have like Duo Crom, Duo Dagger, Duo Thorr, Harmonic Sonya. I'm sure like Harmonic Edelgard will be there, probably Summer Dimitri as well. Like, it's going to be stupidly competitive because like it's only halfway through the year and we already have so many ridiculous units released. Like, they really stepped up their game in making bait units, or like units that just seem extremely powerful. And to be honest, they pretty are. Like, we've gotten some of the best units to exist just within the first 6 months. So kind of shows you how powerful power creep is going. They're definitely going hard at it. And we haven't even hit CYL yet, so when we hit CYL, I'm sure we're going to hit some like really scary units as well. I'm honestly horrified of what Brave Crom is going to bring to the game. The fact that he could have To Change Fate, like just another To Change Fate user is scary, but like it could be on a completely different weapon type as well, right? We've gotten 2 Bow Croms, but we could get like a Mage Crom, or I don't know how good a Melee Crom would be with that. I think it's not quite as good, but it's still amazing, right? And they can also add additional effects, so when he changes fate, right? Like we got that with Duo Crom, was that he got the cooldown reduction, but they could do other things too. Like they could put like smokes on it, they could put like ruses on it, they could do all kinds of crazy stuff. The other thing is that Kjelle, or Kjelle, I don't know how to say her name, she is way better than I thought she was. So the thing I didn't consider was, I was thinking like she needed to win like several stat checks, right? Like I was thinking like, okay, she needs to win like 3 to 4 stat checks to really get the effect of her weapon. But that's not really the case. The thing is like, because it has that plus 10 at the end of the equation, right? So it's 5% per stat she wins, and then plus 10%. So she has a base 10% always, which is really much better than I thought it was. And she's typically gonna win the HP check because she has really high HP, and maybe the attack or defense check. So most of the time she's getting at least minus 20% attack, and then she's also getting another on top of that another minus 10. So it's actually way better than I thought it was. I saw some people posting that picture. I think it was Nordafin of her surviving like a mostly max FS Yuri throwing a lethality at her face without even any skills. So like that is definitely interesting. I could get a +5 one just because I've been pity broken by her so many times. I was actually pity broken by her so much that I actually wanted to like start throwing away the manuals because I got mad one day. Or I was thinking about just like foddering her for her ARD skill, but I ended up not doing it, which ends up paying off, I guess, because she's amazing now. The other thing we have to consider though is like how well her matchups are against like other meta units, like Harmonic Sonya, right? Like how good is she going to be against AoEs? Now the one thing you really do get with AoEs is that if you position well, you can make it so that she doesn't get hit by the actual AoE itself. So it'll be much more difficult to kill her. But even then, we still need to see that matchup. If she runs Distant Defense 4, she does pretty well against Duo Dagger, which is really nice. And then obviously she does very well against Yuri. So those are some matchups. Oh, and Duo Chrom. She has color advantage. She's not going to really struggle against Duo Chrom very much, even though she does have armor weakness. So that is something to think about. But I'm definitely interested in checking her out. I need to do some tests, especially because SDR just started right now, and I haven't gotten to do any practice yet. So I need to do some testing with her and some other units. The reason why I hadn't done any practice yet, to be honest, is because Duo Thorr is not out, and Duo Thorr is going to definitely be a big impact on this SDR. Between her and Duo Ike, you can pretty much shut down like everything, I guess. Right? Like Thor can turn off all the bonuses, I can turn off the specials and inflict guard and the attack and speed. So like between the two of them, you can just like play a denial team, I guess, which is pretty scary. The thing is, right, it's only one time. You can only do it once per match, but a lot of times that's enough to win the game. So that is kind of scary. I'm gonna have to do some, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to do a lot of practice, but I need to do other stuff too. So SDR and SDS always seem to come at the worst time for me. Trying to finish my 3 Hopes review. I have a new tier list coming out that I got a lot of work done today on. So look forward to that. Let's see. I can't believe we haven't gotten Lyon yet. Yeah, so this banner is very interesting. Eirika is also very interesting. I'm not sure how good she's going to be compared to Harmonic Sonya, but that's okay. I complain and Lyon shows up. I'm very happy that Lyon is getting more love and he's getting ults, but I really do wish that they would treat him slightly better. Plus defense minus speed. It's not that bad. I wish he would have got a preference weapon at the very least. Like that would have been very nice. Even if it was like just like not the amazing one, just like a decent one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Guaranteed follow up and like low attack defense. Probably would have been enough. Something like that. But it is cool to see him. And him and Seth. Speaking of Seth, oh my gosh, what is going on? I'm like speaking things into existence. Okay, I'm gonna Nifl is gonna show up right now. Come on, Nifl, show up. Anyways, yeah, this banner is kind of insane, and it's just been non-stop, right? Like, for me, it's just been banner after banner after banner, which kind of sucks, like, orb-wise. It's pretty hard to save orbs for me, even though I could have more self-control, but that's not really my my thing, I guess. Anyways, is there anything else? SDR, Karen, Tempest Trial just popped up. SDR is here. We are now through both summer banners, so I guess we're getting a new heroes banner next, so it'll be interesting to see what that ends up being, who the new ascended hero is, supposedly. But other than that, I don't know if there's much else. So let's, I think I have 3 questions left I haven't answered. So let's answer those 3 questions, and if you would like to ask me any questions for a summoning session, make sure to just drop them down below in the comment section, and I will add them to my list of questions to answer. Right now it's empty, so you'll probably get it answered in the next video. Okay, so let's do this one. So our first question is going to be from Louisus. I think I probably butchered your name. I'm so sorry. There's Effie. Man, speak about Lance armors who got messed up. Like Effie didn't get anything. Kjelle got way better weapon. Brave Hector. Anyway, so they want to know any idea how IS can counter save skills without making them obsolete. Example, a new smoke ploy skill that makes save skills work with 1 range instead of 2. Love the vids. Good luck on your summons. Oh gosh, it's Gatekeeper. Oh man, I'm not a big fan of Gatekeeper. He has like fodder, but I don't really use any of this fodder. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. Maybe I'll merge him, or I mean, I'll just throw him into the manuals and chill. I'm not sure. Do I want to pull more reds? Probably not. Actually, I probably should have backed out. Whatever. Anyway, so to answer that question, what I would like to do for counters for save skills is I would like to make them color specific. So kind of like the feud skills, how we have like red feud and then colors feud and stuff like that. I would like a counter skill like that, where it essentially would turn off save skills of that color. So you have like anti-save blue, and what that would do is allow you to create matchups for certain units. So let's say we have I'm trying to think of a good example. Let's say we have Winter Lysithea, right? And she doesn't want to deal with red save units. So now she has red anti-save in her weapon, and so that way she never has to deal with that. So if you try to use something like a hollow, why am I doing red? Let's do green. If you use something like a far save Halloween Myrrh or something like that, then she can just ignore that matchup and she can still get in and do damage, right? But at the same time, like, it doesn't counter all save skills. So it's more about choosing your matchups with your units and less of just like hard countering save skills completely. I think that would be my preferred option. Joel from Phaeology and DTM have talked about like making a seal that counters save skills, and because it's a seal, you only get 1, so then you have to put it on 1 unit who you want to ignore saves. The only problem with that is that I think like they wouldn't realistically do that. Like I can't see Intelligent Systems making a change like that because they want to make money. So they have created the problem of save skills, and they are going to sell us that solution. Absolutely. They've done it every single other time with everything else, like damage reduction and healing and everything else. So I don't expect them to do anything different here. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm expecting them to do. Or that's not what I'm expecting them to do. That's what I'm hoping they'll do, just so that save skills don't become obsolete, especially after they have oh, Sumia. That's actually a great pull. Sumia is an amazing unit. So many people sleep on her, including me. But having Kanto and Wings of Mercy built into your weapon is just so very good. It just lets her be like an amazing Gale Forcer. And it's a good IV. Wow, it's a really good IV. Okay, we're gonna back out. Do I want? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's do the next question. And this one is going to be from Fire Mage. How do you feel about characters, units being typecast in specific roles or stat lines? For example, Camilla always being on a Wyvern, Ithune always being an armored dragon with low speed and high defense resistance stats, Hector always being armored, usually with an axe. Should IS break the mold one? Hey, oh my god, yes! I've actually always wanted Rinka. I don't know why, probably because of how she looks. But also like infantry flowers, so that's good. Her IV's not very good though. Does she have good fodder? I don't think so. No, she has terrible fodder. I guess distant foil's okay, but whoever drew these abs, holy crap, man. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so for me, I don't like it. I don't like stereotypes for characters. I think it's pretty boring, and I liked it better when characters were more unique and like every ult was different, right? Like I hate that like every Micaiah is like effective against armored and cavalry units and is a mage. Like that's so boring to me. I don't like it at all. I would love if they did more things and kind of like push units outside their comfort zone. Like the fact that almost all the Ikes we have use swords. Like we have pretty much what we have Brave Ike, and that's pretty much it that doesn't use a sword. It's like very boring and uncreative to me, and it kind of makes it so that those units step on each other's toes, right? Like Fallen Ike and Duo Ike may not have the exact same niche. Like Fallen Ike's really good with debuffs, and Duo Ike is more of like a general god sword. But either way, they still step on each other's toes a lot, and it's kind of boring. I would much rather have had like a Mage Ike or like a Bow Ike or a Dagger Ike or anything like that. Do I need more Lyons? Not really, right? Whatever. Let's just do it. But yeah, so I wish they would switch it up a lot, because I really don't like that. I'm really glad that like Edelgard and Dimitri got different colors this time, and even though it's, you know, hey, it's Guy. That's awesome. I love Guy. He's one of my favorite Myrmidons, because he's like one of the first ones I interacted with, because I played FE7 first. Plus speed too. Good IV. Okay. So we are like, what, 4 summons away? Something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. I hope they mix it up eventually, and I really hope that our CYL this year is not boring like the 4 houses CYL. Why did I say 4 houses? 3 houses CYL we got with Dimitri and stuff. I hope they like really mix it up. Okay, so our last question is going to be from Darius Rodriguez. I realized you kindly answered this already previously, so instead, got any fond memories of early Fire Emblem Heroes? One of mine is using Amelia plus TA Axebreaker Sonic Key to beat Grimma's Abyssal map. I don't use either of them anymore, but it's a super fun memory for me. I have a ton of like amazing early memories. Color. I keep like mixing up what colors I'm gonna pull. So for me, like one of my favorite early memories was being able to beat the Narcian Grand Hero battle. Because like the first time the Narcian Grand Hero battle came out, it was actually pretty difficult because there wasn't that many powerful flying units at the time. And there's that mountain range. So like if you try to go to the left and like go up that little narrow passage, you get like bombarded by a ton of units. And so like being able to use at the time my 5-star Camilla, she was like kind of premium, not really I guess, but like she felt premium back then. And she could go over and like hit things and then fly away. It was so cool and it felt amazing. So that's definitely one of my favorite memories. But I think if my favorite early memory has to be the first Tempest Trial. I've talked about this a lot, but I really, really like the first Tempest Trial. It was much more difficult than the Tempest Trials we have nowadays. You couldn't auto battle it at all. You had to really plan out your team and like plan out your strategies really well. And for me, my team was I used Lucina, Shershi, Reinhardt, and Azura. And Lucina had a healing build on her because she had Falchion and she had renewal on her B slot. And what that would essentially do is like let her reciprocal aid for her allies and heal them, and then she could heal it up passively over turns. And then Reinhardt and Shershi like snipe things, and Azura was the dancer, obviously. And it was really, really fun. It was like definitely one of the best, probably the best Tempest Trial we've ever had. But I know a lot of people didn't like it because they actually had to play the game. And it was kind of difficult too, so a lot of people did not enjoy it. But for me, it's like one of my favorite early memories. Okay, so here we are. We unfortunately did not get much out of it. I was hoping we would get like Eirika or Nifl, but we didn't. Do I want to spark either of them? I don't think so. I think I want to go with Thor Loki. As good as Eirika is, though. Eirika is tempting. Nifl, I think Nifl's like good, but I think that normal Nifl might be better. Like, this Nifl's better at just like combat by herself. But yeah, let's go with Thor Loki. This unit's just stupid, so like every merge on her is going to be amazing, especially in SDR where I'm going to be fighting whales with +10 versions of her. That art, oh my gosh. Sun-Kissed Gods. There we go. Celestial Stone. What's our pity at? 3.25. Yeah, okay, we're not going anymore. 3.25 is like nothing. There's no point in going back in. Unfortunately, we didn't get Eirika. I would have really liked her. And Nifl would have been cool. Because I just like Nifl's art, to be honest. Like, look at this art. It's so cute. Like, the fact that she's all dressed up for the summer because she doesn't want to get hot. That's amazing. Anyways, that's going to be the summoning session. Overall, it went pretty solid. We didn't get exactly everything we wanted, but we did get 2 Thor Lokis technically, which is amazing. And I'm also really glad we were able to get 1 Lyon at least for the Pokedex, so that's always a win. Anyways, I would love to hear how your summoning session went if you summoned on this banner. Were you also going after Thor and Loki like I was, or were you going after somebody else like Eirika or Nifl, or even Lyon? I'd love to hear about it, so make sure to drop a comment down below. Are you saving for CYL? Are you saving for something else? Or maybe you're still pulling on one of the banners that already came out. After all, that 3 Houses Summer banner was fire. Every one of the banners is absolutely amazing. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. It keeps the content coming out and helps the channel grow. This has been Oblivion, and I'll catch you all later with more Fire Emblem Heroes.